All right, and we are back by popular demand. Today's video, it was a request. PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. PCOS affects 1 in 10 women, and most never know the reason why. So let's see if we can provide some clarity today. One thing to note, it's not caused by anything you did wrong. So common symptoms include irregular periods, weight that won't move, acne, fatigue, excessive hair growth, difficulty getting pregnant. Ovarian cyst may or may not be a result. So a good way to think about it, think about your hormones as a four-way intersection. Normally each hormone takes its turn, but with PCOS, it's like having all 4 traffic lights green at the same time. Your hormones try to go all at once, signals collide, nothing moves the way it should. That's why periods get irregular, weight gets stuck, and symptoms feel unpredictable. So let's dig into the root causes. The biggest driver of PCOS is insulin resistance, affecting up to 70 to 80% of women with PCOS. When your body becomes insulin resistant, carbs don't get utilized properly, blood sugar stays high, insulin skyrockets. High insulin triggers high testosterone. High testosterone in females equals acne, hair growth, irregular cycles, and stubborn fat. Fix the insulin and everything downstream starts to move again. Think of it like this. Insulin's the key that opens the door to your cells. With insulin resistance, the key gets stuck. Your body responds by making more keys, more insulin, but the door stays stuck. All the extra insulin starts causing chaos. 5 symptoms explained. No periods, your hormones can't get in rhythm. Weight stuck, insulin blocks fat burning. Insulin's anabolic, not catabolic. Fatigue, blood sugar swings. Acne and hair growth due to the high androgens. Cravings, hormonal miscommunication. All right, so we've gone over the problems. How do we help this sucker? 1, strength training. Strength training improves insulin sensitivity almost immediately. Walking after meals, 10 minutes equals 20 to 30% lower glucose. Balanced meals, proteins, veggies, then carbs. Anti-inflammatory foods. Your salmon, watch the farm raised. The omega-6 versus omega-3 ratio can be off in the farm raised. The thought is in the wild, they eat algae. In the farms, they're feeding them grains. Next, anti-inflammatory foods, the olive oil. Now, Trader Joe's had an olive oil that was very highly ranked, but be advised, a lot of the olive oil sprays will have other oils in there or other things to allow the spray. So sourcing of olive oil is super important. Finally, berries and greens. Sleep. Lower sleep equals higher cortisol equals worse insulin. Downstream effects. Supplements. Inositol, berberine, omega-3s, vitamin D, magnesium. If you want to see breakdowns on those supplements, go to the nutrition store page. Jacob and his team have done a phenomenal job bringing scientific-based information to the community. You'd be doing yourself a disservice by not checking it out. Inflammation in the body is like a fuzzy static on the radio, your white noise. The signal is there, your hormones are trying to communicate, but the static drowns everything out. It's like when the aliens were trying to communicate in The Fourth Kind. Freaking love that movie. Back to the point, reduce inflammation, the signal becomes clear again, right? Now, the downstream reaction, we're going back into it. Step 1, insulin resistance. The keys stop working. Step 2, hyperinsulinemia. Your body makes more keys. Step 3, the ovaries react. Insulin tells the ovaries to make more testosterone. Step 4, beta cell burnout. The pancreas gets overworked. The beta cells are producing the insulin and just shooting it out left and right. Step 5, inflammation and fatty liver. The liver makes sex hormone binding globulin, which produces even more free testosterone. Ladies, not what you want. Think of it this way. The ovaries are like a speaker system. Insulin walks over, turns the volume way up on the testosterone. That might be the base, but you're not trying to have bass in your face right now. This is a classical dinner. Skin changes, hair changes, cycles disappear. So, interesting topic. It's like the chicken or the egg. Does PCOS cause the weight gain, or does the weight gain cause PCOS? Well, let's dig into it. The most common is insulin resistance, leads to high insulin, which leads to PCOS, which leads to the weight gain. However, scenarios can play out where you do gain weight. It does worsen your insulin. It triggers PCOS in genetically prone women. But in both cases, insulin is the master switch. PCOS is a metabolic issue first, a hormonal issue second. Once again, PCOS symptoms can be improved by strength training. Ladies, get in that weight room. Okay, it's not going to make you massive. If it made you massive, every guy in the gym would be just yoked, stoked, big, and juicy. And that's simply not the case. Walking after meals, you can take a 10-minute walk after a meal. Come on. If you can't, we need to eat less and walk more. Higher protein, ladies, focus on your protein. Lower glycemic load carbs. So preparation does matter. There will be a different glycemic load versus a baked potato and a steamed potato. So these things do matter. More fiber. 28 to 34 grams is the recommended daily allowance. Most people get maybe 9 to 12. We need to fix this. Big Rob's doing his part. Better sleep. Get you a wind down routine that regulate your circadian rhythm. You individuals on third shift, you can still do this. It does take a little bit more work and preparation, but it can be done. Strategic supplements. If you're dealing with PCOS, or you feel like your metabolism is fighting you, you're not broken. You just need the right strategy for your hormones. Message me today. Let's get your body responding. Let's fix the insulin resistance. Let's start working on strength training. Let's get this done. Feel better at Big Rob's Fit Factory.